What's up, party people, and welcome to a kind of special episode of The Division today. We're going to be looking at all the things in the new patch 1.1, which is Incursions. You've got Falcon Lost, you've got gear score added, you've got gear sets, trading, assignments, and Dark Zone supply drops. I'm super excited about this. I've got some gameplay to show you of most of those things there, apart from Falcon Lost. So I just want to talk a little bit about some of the things that have changed, namely the gear score seems to be a big thing now. I would say that it's similar to Light in Destiny, if you've played that, where after you reach max level, which was 30 when I was playing Destiny, well, when you reach 20, from then on you'd have to add Light to yourself or to your armor and things like that to be able to get to level 30, and that's kind of how you did it, and it's what you do. So it seems like gear score now is kind of the way to level up your gear to kind of a higher standard, and it seems like it's really important. I'm not sure how much of a role it's going to play through this, so it could either be massive or it could be nothing. As you'll see, the bracket for the Dark Zone has actually changed. If you're level 30, you're typically in the bracket level 30 to 30, which just means only level 30s are allowed in that bracket. Otherwise, you know, it would be unfair because they have gear from level 30 to 32. Now it's a gear score, which you only get at level 30, by the way. It's a gear score of 0 to 160, which to me seems incredibly broad, because mine, when I started playing the patch, was only 49. So I was like, oh, okay, there could be people with like 110 more gear score. Is that going to be a massive deal? Are they gonna absolutely destroy me? Will I do any damage to them because of the gear score? So it will be interesting to see how much of a role the gear score now plays in the Division, and primarily in the Dark Zone. Without further ado, this isn't a live cam, by the way. We're going to look through kind of in detail each of these, well, additions here, because first off, you've got Falcon Lost, which is a new mission. As you can see there, have to be level 30, completed general assembly. I'm not sure if I've actually done that myself. Moving on to gear score, as you can see there, non-vanity pieces, so the stuff that, you know, isn't just clothing. Gear score could be seen in your main menu. Other agents' gear scores are also displayed, apparently. I haven't really noticed that yet though. So yeah, it says it can improve it overall and will grant you, you know, high-end challenges. So I'm assuming that's more challenging missions. You've got 4 new gear sets: Tactician's Authority, for those that like to support on their electronics, which I don't. Striker's Battle Gear, which is bonuses for assaults. That's what I'm going to be looking at. Sentry's Call for marksman abilities. What I know a couple of my friends are going to be looking at that one. And Path of the Nomad for Lone Wanderers, which is what I typically am in the World and Dark Zone, where my friends are off playing different games. So for me, I'll be looking at Tactician's Authority and Path of the Nomad. Trading, really happy about this. It lets you drop with other players and drop some stuff for them, and they can drop stuff for you if you're in a group. So potentially, if they die, you can give them their stuff back in the Dark Zone, rather than just taking it, which has happened in the past. Only lasts for an hour though, so you have to be in a group together and in an hour. New assignments, which is kind of like the Operation Isaac thing, I'm pretty sure. So this Combat Dark Zone and Crafting, I've got some footage of that coming up, where I try and complete all 3, or, you know, get a little bit going on each one. So it's not bad really. Little additions. You can get Phoenix credits for some, XP for others, and like Division Tech for the crafting one. Dark Zone drops, I've got some footage of that, thankfully. I don't know actually when they come in. It's just every now and then. It might be random. It's not on the hour because I did check that. Yeah, heavily sought after by big enemies and other you know, agents, so we'll have to see how that goes. And then I just thought, you know, I'd have a quick scroll through everything that's there, you know, see if there's any bonuses that we've got. Yeah, you've got the group spectator camera there, where you can spectate players in your group in a mission while you're waiting to be revived, or for the whole group to die. Apparently you can add, like, you can give them tactical advice. That's the way it's supposed to be used. Annoying gameplay changes. The turret can no longer suppress enemy NPCs, as it allowed them to be defeated too easily, which is it's actually true. That's why I love using the turret. By yourself though, it's really valuable, because you need that suppressing fire when you're by yourself, or you'll get potentially overrun. So for someone who plays by themselves, it's great, but it doesn't mean you can just run up while they're suppressed and just take them out and they won't even react. So, you know, it's a shame it's gone. I was hoping they maybe wouldn't notice that, but I don't think that was its intended goal. But no longer, especially in the Dark Zone, that would have made things way too easy with how things have changed now. Yeah, controller dead zone calibration, haven't looked at that, but yeah, a lot of bug fixes, I realised. So it's pretty good. They seem to have had a lot with this patch. I think it was I installed it. I think it was 3.95 gig. So for a patch and an addition, it's pretty hefty. I mean, the majority of that is probably the Falcon Lost, because I'm assuming that's going to be a whole new area. So it's going to be those graphics in that area that's going to be the majority of the 3.9 gig. And then obviously assignments and supply drops, probably like getting that into the game. So without further ado, we're going to hit this up. Yes, we are. If you just tab across using LB to the mission overview, you can see all the assignments that you've got. I didn't realise this was a thing with missions anyway. But you've got combat assignment, which is kill 3 elite enemies. So 10 Phoenix credits, nice and easy. I kind of assign that instantly. I've seen if you could assign multiple, you can't. 3 weapon parts, standard ones or higher. Convert them to a high quality. Really easy to do. And bring 10 last man battalion soldiers in the Dark Zone to Justice for 7,500 XP, which I don't need. And then you got the strategic one, which is the Operation Isaac. 50 cleaners in the Dark Zone, 30 standard items deconstructed, 40 veteran enemies killed, and 10 main missions completed on hard or challenging. And you can do that one in a week, whereas the other ones are daily assignments. That's kind of the big one to get done in a week, because eventually, being in the Dark Zone things, you'll do it. And given a week to do it, you'll be able to get 10 main missions done. I mean, if you do one a day on challenging with people, that obviously gives you the high level bonuses, and then do like 3 hard by yourself to complete that weekly assignment. So it's not too bad really. And then obviously the daily missions and the bonuses you've got there. So it's not bad. I'll be in and out with this com in the game, so I'll just let you like enjoy some gameplay at some points, and then other times just look at that roll. That's how you get in there, people. Eliminate that walking time. So yeah, we're going to be moving on and doing a little bit of crafting here, and namely just the conversion of weapon parts. And actually that used division text, so I was looking at the wrong thing. No, it's not cool. I've got 100 weapon parts, so there we go. Uses 10 for each. I think they did actually put that up. That was one of the patch notes, that it actually costs like 10, and then it went up to 15 to get into high end. So they've actually increased the amount it takes. I haven't actually really crafted anything in this game yet. I was waiting for level 30. I've just collected shit tons of crafting pieces around. You can see my gear score button right there, so they're kind of making everything. And there's my assignment complete, and it gave me 1 division tech. So high end as well. So I don't know how valuable that is, but you know, it's an easy assignment to get done each day for crafting. Because I'm assuming that it will change. Now, heading into this Dark Zone. It's what we like to see, guys. It's what we like to see.
Hey, you go in without this, you're dead. Can't find this stuff back at the base.
Gotta have a quick peruse as you do. You would have seen there on the door that it said 0 to 160 gear score as well, and also you can see in the top left the bracket there, which is always nice. You know,
Indicate this area
I'm noticing
is
level 30 zones because everyone can open these boxes. Well, rank 30 is what it is to open them. I realised everyone is rank 30 up in here, so naturally most of the boxes are not exclusive anymore. As you can see, I'm rank 36.
exiting the contaminated area.
Namely, my goal was to do the combat assignment and kill 3 elite enemies. This place, really near the first entrance, has got plenty of people that are elite. I noticed that they were fighting, so I was like, you know, I'll let them fight it out a bit first, but then one noticed me, so bit of a shame. And it helped me kill a cleaner and a veteran enemy, as you can see in the bottom left. Operation Isaac is updating as I go along, which is just such a delightful bonus. Another guy came to join me just out of nowhere. I'm assuming he's doing the same thing, or he just wanted to take down some high-end enemies, because here we've got Bonnie and Clyde, who are some next-level enemies, usually throwing grenades or got a powerful pistol. They also guard a Dark Zone chest, one that you use keys to open. Oh, just look at that cover, fantastic. Getting hits on Bonnie there, you know, it's just what you do to, you know, finish this assignment and get things done. So I'll leave you with this because we're doing okay, and you'll probably enjoy this gunfight right here. So I was naturally incredibly happy because this bitch right here was my first high-end drop, and it was a goddamn performance mod. But I was like, okay, we're level 30 now, we'll get some gold out of this bitch. And lo and behold, we did, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're talking about. That guy was following me from then on, and I was like, gotta extract the shit, as you do.
Agent, I am inbound on your position.
Don't let him get away.
As you can see here on the screen,
Extraction complete.
I'm not sure if it was in the patch notes or if they've just done it recently. I remember a lot of people on the Reddit thread had been asking for the extracted items list to be smaller, because you've probably encountered the same problem as me. If you've got all 9 slots and you extract 9 things, or even 10 things if you're quick enough to grab something else, it will fill your entire screen when that extraction is complete, and you will not see a fucking thing if you're in combat. Which, trust me, is not helpful in the slightest. So, here, just changing out some abilities as you do, because I had it set to stun for agents. That's the best one to use, by the way, guys. Stun them, and then you can put loads of damage into them. It's not great when you're against people using it. And then it looks like they've turned up the enemies in these areas, because before this area, and I think near the extraction, there's a few areas in the dark zone really where there used to be only elite enemies with a purple health bar and armor, but now in here and a few other places, they have now changed them to elite enemies, which aren't that bad, but naturally a bit harder to take down, as you can see, than normal veteran enemies. So, gotta take that cover there. That's what you gotta do, guys. Use that cover system, utilize that shit. You know, because naturally, there's a big kind of crate in here for rank 30s, which as you can just there actually, I'm aiming pretty much at it. So that's what I'm in here for, and hoping that nobody's already opened it. And then there's a weapons chest here, which you probably know it's there. I'm not sure if you're seeing this gameplay. So yeah, that's what I was going for. So now, killing these last 3 enemies, and another agent just happens to stroll in. And it looks like he also wants a chest, but it's like it's cool. I'm going to get the chest, which is fantastic, because I've killed all these enemies. For him to get the fucking chest.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
As you can see here, it's gear score on all of these new things in the safe zone. You've got your gunslinger vest just scrolling down, taking a look at different things. Reckless is interesting. Increases your outgoing damage by 13%, but it also increases your incoming damage by 10%, so that really is reckless. It was tempting to get it, but it puts down my health just a little bit too much for me.
Goddamn measles shot? I wish. I hate those morons. But this ain't measles.
And now it turns out that Fei Lao actually tells you, well, I thought that this was going to tell me that there were supply drops actually coming in. It wasn't. You'll see.
Agent, we're getting word of supply drops landing, but they're arriving in the dark zone. Something's going on, but I'm not quite sure what. One thing's for sure, you better get there before the wrong people get their hands on...
So naturally, I thought that's what happens when, you know, supply drops coming in. It wasn't. That's just the first time you hear it. So naturally, I was looking on the map like, oh my god, give me these goddamn supply drops. I need this shit in my life. But they were none to be found. Not yet, at least. Not yet. So now I tried to get some last man battalion. I was like, yeah, find some cleaners. Let's see this one instead. Actually ridiculous. But, you know, it happens, doesn't it? It happens. You get ended by last man battalion who are level 32. And I did not bring them to justice, unfortunately. But, you know, what's one failed daily assignment between friends or hated enemies, you know? Yeah, around this extraction zone, they've upped these enemies to elite as well, the rioters. I think it works, because I guess extraction should be difficult. I mean, it's hard enough when you've got agents trying to take your shit, but now with elite enemies as well, even better. So these guys were naturally a bit more difficult to dispatch than the usual, but I was able to put in work and get them down. The gear drops on the map, they've actually changed the icon for those, like blue drops and all that kind of thing. It's very subtle, but it's kind of, if you look, you'll notice it. Yeah, doing a bit of counter sniping, always fun. I make sure I've got one of each weapon. You know, in case you run out of ammo in the dark zone, or you rogue, or someone's after you. So I usually roll assault rifle and SMG secondary, but I make sure I've got a shotgun. It's pretty good. A Remington custom 870 MCS, my favourite shotgun in Black Ops 2. So I was like, gotta have it in this bitch. I've got a high-end LMG that I found, funny enough, this day, and a sniper, you know, just in case. And then this shit happened. Oh, yes indeed. I've just been rolling in the subway, trying to find some good stuff for myself. I was like, thank God this extraction is right here. I was like, I'm scared of dying near the supply drop, so I'm going to get this out. Luckily, this guy didn't kill me. And then the dark zone supply drop was right on the map. I was like, okay, come on the map, let's hit this shit. Let's get it, man. And it hadn't appeared just yet on the map. So it's kind of like, oh, what the hell?
15 seconds.
So naturally I was looking around for a bit, and then I realised it says 0.2 kilometers away, in that direction. And I was like, yep, this is absolutely mine. I'm taking this shit. Yes, I am. I know DZ1 and 2 pretty damn well.
Package is secure.
So
Extraction complete.
I was like, I know the cut-throughs and the quickest way to get there. I was convinced that I was going to get there first. This one, at least. I imagine that the supply drops are kind of for each DZ area. I really wanted that cosmetic item, but I was like, nope. Supply drop comes first. So I'm imagining in DZ06, there's going to be way cooler stuff in that shit than there is in the ones in DZ01 or 02. Naturally, look at these cut-throughs, guys. The map would have sent me the totally different way and all the way around. I was like, come on, I was heavy breathing. I was nervous. I wanted this supply drop in my life. And would you look at that, first one there. Let's hit this shit. I was about to blindly run in, but then I was like, there's some motherfuckers there. Level 30 elite, not too bad. I was expecting them to be more difficult, but there is a big motherfucker called Brick. And I saw this guy who blindly just ran in, kind of spoiled the surprise for these guys, but you know, throw down to it as you do. There's Brick, heavy motherfucker, and at this point I was worried because I could not see the other agent, so I thought to myself, he's just gonna go while I'm shooting these guys and just take the supply drop, and I'm gonna be pissed because that'll be the second time today that I've played myself. Because first time that other guy took the fucking box that I killed everyone for, and now this motherfucker's gonna stroll in and take the supply drop that I got to first. So naturally, I realised that he was preoccupied with Brick. So what did I decide to go and do? I decided to go and take the supply drop for myself while he shot this guy as he killed him. So, you know, a bit of a shame. I was expecting to get a little bit more, to be honest, than, you know, just that. And then I realised that's going to explode, so let's move. But, you know, if you're getting a high-end gear drop off those, that's one good thing about the elites in this. It's, or the new elites that have been added to this. It's the fact that you're guaranteed maybe some more high-end drops, or guaranteed a high-end drop. And here, just looking through my stash, you know, look at those high-end things of beauty right there. MP5 with 63k DPS, which is just what I love in my life, you know. So it was a good time. Now I'm just going to fast forward through this because you don't need to see it. Just me making sure all my shit's cool, getting that DPS up. Just look at that MP5 ST. Goddamn, high-end gear, gonna be keeping that. That's some end game shit right there, motherfuckers. So yeah, nice. As you can see here, gear score is now up to 82 from 49. Still in the first bracket though, so I'm wondering, you know, his second bracket that's like 160 onwards, is that going to be some kind of, you know, level 31, level 32 kind of gear, or, you know, the Falcon Lost gear sets? Is that going to really put my gear score up? I'm assuming that it will. I'm going to try and cap some Falcon Lost, maybe with a couple of friends of mine, or just, you know, team up with some other random agents and bring you that gameplay. I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. I hope I've been able to show you some of the new stuff from the patch and talk about some of the new things I've added. So anyway, guys, I've been BNJL. Remember to like, comment and subscribe for more of this good stuff, and I will see you all next time in Tom Clancy's The Division.